welcome back to our podcast and the series called High School Memories. My name is Leandro Tademe and I will be your host today. So, without further ado, let's dive into today's episode and embark on a great journey together. Get ready to be engaged, entertained, and inspired. Today's topic will be about sports. When we will talk more about the sport of volleyball, its benefits, how it is the sport of the volleyball in our society, is it a liked sport or no, and so on. So for today, to discuss all of these things, I have chosen to speak from my perspective. Regarding that, I am a volleyball coach and professional player, and it is my pleasure that I am here to answer questions for volleyball. So, to begin with, I will introduce myself and I will tell you for how long I have been playing volleyball and for how long I am dealing as volleyball coach in Volleyball Club Pristina Elite. I am Leandro Tademe and this is my second year of being a volleyball coach, and I hope I will continue still being a volleyball coach. And I'm a volleyball player since 2016, maybe as a professional volleyball player. Is also my second year, and I think I will continue to be like that for a while. And here is my first question for me, but don't forget, in the end we will have section only for Q&As. There are from people who love volleyball, and the question says, tell us more about the volleyball as a sport and its good things, and how does it affect to volleyball player. Okay, volleyball is a group sport, as we know, and this is one of the reasons that makes volleyball too good for its players, because volleyball unites youths and that are playing it, in fact, makes them more communicative, and without doubts, volleyball affects in a positive ways to its players, such as reflexes, makes them faster and more open-minded in the term of putting them to think more about one thing, and so many other benefits. Now question is about to explain the volleyball match and the main purpose of match. Volleyball is a sport which is played by two teams, by 6 players in both teams and separated by a net, and there are 5 sets in game, and the match is played with the rule best of 3, which means whoever wins 3 sets will win all game. The main purpose of game is that with 3 allowed touches to make the ball touching the field of opponent, and after the ball touches the ground, the point will be for them who did that action. And it is a very enjoying thing, because when I play and we score a good point with a long rally, it is really something different. Starting from reception of service, setting the ball and spiking it, it is really something enjoyable. Are there too many requests from new players to join in your team? Says next question. In fact, yes, there are too many requests to join our club, and as a result of that, we have more than 200 players, and the number is increasing day after day. And to conclude with questions that are made by staff, can you tell us the feelings of being a coach is the last question. Actually, being a coach is a very good feeling, because you are training someone who loves something that you know better than him or her, and you try to give your best to improve his or her skills, and without doubt, it is an indescribable feeling. And now we will continue with Q&A session. We will answer some questions we have gotten from volleyball for volleyball, and the first question is it hard to be a good volleyball player? Actually, yes, it is hard, because volleyball requires to train every day, to have a good stamina, to have a great health, and some other things in general. But if we analyze the techniques and things, we will have a complicated thing. in front of us, but after all of that, you will have an indescribable feeling. And now, question number 2: how often do rotations happen during a game? Nice question, actually. Rotation is a rule that depends in the way of game. What do I mean by that? I mean that rotation has a specific rule when it happens and how. But there may happen that in a set is only one rotation, but it means that set is won by 25-0, but in general there are many times that rotation happens. And now let's see third question. How do rules differ in beach volleyball compared to indoor volleyball, and how does it affect your approach to the game? Interesting question. In fact, rules of beach volleyball and indoor volleyball are known as classic volleyball are almost different. All rules that are same of these two volleyball games are 3 touches allowed, and if ball strikes or touches the line of field is point. From all rules that are in volleyball game, only these 2 rules are same for these types of volleyball game. But if we compare a classic volleyball match with a beach volleyball match, we can notice very easily that in classic volleyball are too many rules and it is stricter game. Like for example, in beach volleyball are only 2 players and cannot be substituted by anyone, whereas in classic volleyball roster of the match usually has 14 players and there can be substitutions. Another example of rules is catching the ball. If you are playing classic volleyball and you are catching the ball, I mean in terms of staying in your palms for maybe half of a second, the point will be for your opponent, whereas in beach volleyball, if you don't catch the ball, the point will be for your opponent. And that is all for today. I hope that you enjoyed my content, and I hope too much that you learned at least something new. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of High School Memories. It has been an incredible journey and you are so glad you came along for the ride. And until next time.